Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Today we have, I'm kind of at a loss of words right now. I didn't plan on making this video today on this machine because he dropped it to me on Saturday. I ordered the parts Saturday night through eBay because it was the cheapest price, and it arrived today. Crazy. And believe it or not, the customer is going to be pissed because he told me to take my time because the sooner I fix it, the more power washing he has to do around his house and for his family. So, I don't know, but I need the space. You know what I'm saying? So this is a beautiful machine. It's got a Briggs on here. You can tell this is one of the better pressure washers because the pump is attached. God, I'm having a brain fart. Horizontally? Yeah, horizontally. To the motor. So you have a bigger motor, a nice size pump. These pumps are a little pricey, but when they go, it's actually worth, fixing and replacing. And it's pretty funny if you want to make your own pressure washer. You buy a Harbor Freight engine or another Briggs engine, you buy a pump, you bolt it together, see you later, love you, bye. Start washing. But I'm just shocked. So anyway, the problem with him is I don't know how this happened per se, but I guess because maybe, unfortunately, Chinese metal, this got really, really hot and broke. And the tab broke here. Now, I offered to weld it for him. I says, dude, I'll weld this thing, no problem. No, get me new. So, like Burger King, have it your way. But we are going to do a little bit of welding anyway. We're going to replace the muffler, and then you see this ear broke off. We're going to try and repair and weld that. Just a couple of tacks and, call it a day. I really don't have to try and fix this because it's just a brace, and this brace being loose really didn't snap this the muffler off. So this should be pretty straightforward for the most part. Looks like a T25 and 5/16. So let me get you guys set up on the mount. I'll grab some tools. I just got done with work. I worked from 3 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock today. So yeah, man, busy keeping America running, Alright guys, so just give me a minute. Alright guys, so I think I have a pretty good angle per se. It's just these two torque screws, and looks maybe like a 10mm or 5/16. But let's get this housing off. I wonder if I can get you guys a better view or an angle. Don't mind me. Alright, so this, believe it or not, is actually, I think this was a T30. Yep, T30 is nice and snug. Now, normally when I work with exhaust, I like to get everything nice and hot so it's easier to come out. But I think in this situation, my neighbors wouldn't appreciate it. But also because this machine's pretty new, I don't think it came off like butter. I shouldn't have an issue taking this off. So let's get these out, just crack them loose. Now I'm just unscrewing it by hand. I just want to see if there's if there's a cover plate. Now we are definitely, we are going to anti-seize this up, without a doubt. Alright, so that is that. And let's see what happens when we take this off. Put that there. Swing you guys out of the way and into a better view. So this is what? One of these is the muffler, and one of these seems like a hold down plate. How do we get that off? Alright, hold on. Alright, so here's our new Briggs muffler. Unfortunately, made in China, but it is what it is. Everybody's got to stay competitive. Brandy new. Briggs and Stratton OEM part. Alright, so this is saying the flange, so there's definitely a hold down plate. So we just gotta separate this gasket. I'm trying not to mess this up. Where's my pocket knife? So I found, see this here, I broke a little bit. Like when I say the word broke it, I freed it up a little bit. So now I'm just going to use that and just walk my knife around it and pop off the gasket so it's saved. Alright, we'll save this. Maybe I'm going to weld this muffler up anyway. Nothing wrong with testing your skills. Take this gasket, we'll put it here so we don't lose it. Right? And then muffler, yep, went this way. Stick that muffler back in. You know, let's put the gasket on here. Right? Nice and easy. You don't want to rip this gasket. There we go. See how the holes line up? We'll stick this in here. We're going to leave that. Now we are going to prep the exhaust shield for welding. We're going to weld this ear. And see, look how it even cracked. I don't even think... Yeah, we'll weld it. We're going to weld this ear. Alright. So let's get this, looks like a 10mm bolt. We'll get this ear out. I hope. No, I hope we will. I don't know if you guys, let me see. You guys see this ear here? We'll get that out. Guys, it's just a 10mm deep. Let's crack this baby open. Now, don't ask me why I decided not to use my Milwaukee ratchet. Alright. Now you see the ear. Okay, no, it's fully enclosed. Oh wow, this ear is very thin. You see that? Put this back here so we don't lose it. And we'll get this thing prepped for some welding. Actually, no, we can't because you have to strip the muffler off the housing. Alright, so we got to separate the muffler from the shield. So this is a 9/32. And walk your ratchet, it zips right out. That's these 4 screws, we'll set them aside. Okay. See, the funny part is the only way probably for me to salvage this, if I really, wanted to, is that I'd have to drill this out, which I might do anyway. Because the only way to get good at welding is to practice. It's funny how that works, right? So, you know what, I'm actually going to put this in the bag, back in the box. That'll be a project for another day. Maybe I'll videotape it. Okay, so now, did this crack? Yeah, so this cracked too. Can you guys see that? See how it cracked here and here? So this metal's already weak. So we're going to prep this for welding. So what we're going to do is we're going to strip the paint off of here and on the back here. I don't know if I want to weld the top or the bottom yet, or maybe just go around both. And then we also just have to strip here. Nothing crazy. I mean, you can't go crazy with the heat because we're going to burn right through it. But the real crappy part is sometimes if you go too hot, you'll burn right through the metal. So we're going to risk that, unfortunately. So we're just going to tack it real quick and go from there. Alright, so nothing fancy here. Harbor Freight die grinder. The cheapest one, I think it's like $10, and their wheel. So we're just going to go back and forth and take off this paint to get the bare metal. was a little sketchy, a little nervous. Alright, so let's see. Now how are we going to clamp these two together? And get good. Alright, so see how it broke? See how the puzzle piece lines up? So I'm probably going to end up just tacking this real quick. So as you guys know, got my Lincoln Handy Mig. Love this thing. And the settings are on 5.5 speed, low, and 1. So remember, we're trying not to burn through this. So like I said, we're just going to throw a quick tack in here and go from there. Now, I didn't clean this off for ground, but I'm hoping if I clamp my ground somewhere there, foolishly. Remember, you really need bare metal to establish ground, but I'm kind of cheating a little bit, and we'll go from there. Remember, ground clamp here. I'm just going to throw a tack to see if this works. Now, can you guys see this? No, you can't. Remember, this is just going to be a quick tack. Close your eyes. Alright, so we know we have a good ground. And now we just gotta worry about just tacking these two pieces together, and then I could really go to town on this weld. Alright. Now we have our tack, and it's holding it. Now we can try and weld the bead. Alright guys, so as you know, you cannot put a price on safety. You only have one set of eyes. My infamous Miller Digital Elite, wrapped with the American flag. And you know, I'm not sure what I want to do. If I'm going to try and control the puddle. Oh, it actually broke. The weld actually broke. I don't know if I'm going to try and control the puddle, or if I am trying to just tack it, you know, here and there. Because remember, I don't want to burn through the metal, because this is pretty, you know, thin. See that? I'm just trying to see what you guys can see. You know, this is pretty tough because you guys are so far away. Alright, so not bad for welding with one hand. And we didn't burn through. Well, actually we did. Alright, so let me just repair this crack real quick and that's it. Oh wow. It did burn. Alright. Let's flip this over and see how we have a little bit. Alright, let's get you guys outside. Alright, so just a side note. We have somebody coming to buy the Toro today. And this guy is going to trade me his self-propelled lawnmower. He says it runs. The self-propelled lawnmower cable broke, and he said the blade sharpened. Now, if you guys remember, actually I didn't post that video, but anyway, I sold the guy a lawnmower, and he said to pick up his other one, and it ended up being an electric start lawnmower, and I got that fixed, and the electric start works. So we negotiated $25 credit for that, which gave it that to my target price anyway. So I basically got a free lawnmower, and I spent a couple bucks on it between the battery and everything, but that's a $350 lawnmower, so why not? $25 for, let's just say this guy brings his lawnmower for a $200 one, depending on what it is, maybe a little bit more. Pretty good gamble for me. So anyway, let's get you guys back in here. Got to get some ANCs too. Alright, so we have everything in here per se. Get you guys a good angle. Okay, so let's talk about ANCs. What is ANCs? See this? It's nasty, it's messy stuff. It stops rust from happening. And especially when you have two different metals too. So just put a little on the threads, because as you tighten it, it will work itself through. Now this stuff is awesome. I am a firm believer in it. Now, I use ANCs every opportunity I get, even on flips, because for some reason, if I have this machine back again, which I have a feeling I'll be married to this pressure washer now, any repairs down the line, it's not going to be a pain in the ass to take off. You don't have to worry about stuff rusting and sticking. So I'm a huge fan of ANCs. You're going to make your life easier, and it's just the right thing to do for other mechanics out there. Throw some good karma out into the world. Oh, isn't this? There we go. Are we in? Yes, we are in. It doesn't feel right. Alright, that didn't screw in straight. Let me get you guys off this thing. You guys get the idea. You know where this goes. That did not go in straight. Let's flip these. see what I did? I flipped the screws around. Now this one should go in straight too. Where's my ratchet? You don't have to play these games. Oh, I forgot I'm not at work. I only run a 1/4 inch. At work I have 3/8 too. I'm not going to bust out my impact because I know I could change the speeds on it, but I'd rather not, because remember, this is aluminum we're going into. You don't want to screw yourself up trying to save yourself seconds, because then you're going to have to re-tap or go to a bigger size. And now you're turning a quick, easy job into a complicated job, which is no fun. Now we're going to have our repaired housing. I'm not going to grind the welds down, but here's just the beads that I did. This is kind of crappy because remember I tried tacking this, but then this is probably the best weld. Remember, practice, practice, practice. So let's get these screws in. These 4 screws. I think we might have to bend this tab, or we're going to end up breaking it anyway. So anti-seize on these too. See? So let's just start that there. Nope. Where are the holes? Wow, this muffler's different. Check this out. These screws don't line up with the shroud. No, these have to be. These can't be. Am I on drums? This here. That's one. Now the funny part is we're actually gonna, oh no, we're gonna tighten this down, because then that's how we know that this is locked into place per se. Let me get my ratchet. Give these a couple of good cranks. If anybody remembers, if you look at engines back in the day, they didn't have heat shields, because I guess people were smart enough not to touch it. Now, for safety reasons, prevent a lawsuit, they have heat shields. It's almost like they're cheating Darwinism. Listen, if you touch a hot exhaust, it's kind of like touching a stove. I think you just kind of deserve, you earn that badge of courage, so you'll never forget not to touch it ever again. So I'm just, going around with anti-seize. That one went over there. I don't know if you guys can. Just doing the 4 holes. Now that's pretty cool. As I tighten it, it actually lined itself up with where this bolt has to go. So I don't know, can you guys see that? See that? It kind of lined itself up already. Perfect. So we'll get that bad boy in there. Yeah, this repair's done. Done. Where'd my ratchet go? And that sucks because Alright, let me go get my wrench. Alright, 10mm. Which sucks because I thought I had my gear wrench. I can't find it. Make this nice and snug. Now I think this muffler was less than 26 bucks. I think. I have to double check. I'll screenshot it. You guys are good to go. I'll make this nice and snug so it doesn't break. Alright guys, that's a wrap. Nice easy repair, thank God. Right? So that's it, man. How to repair a muffler on your Briggs and Stratton. We also went over a little bit of welding. Introduced anti-seize to you guys, so it makes it easier down the line. And this repair is a wrap. So if you guys found this video helpful, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance.